Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Table Talk. I'm your host, Jake Combs, and today we're taking a look at Necromunda's Athera Blade of the Matriarch and Esher House Agent. Now, for those unaware, that is my cat that just walked by. House Esher is one of the main gangs from the game Necromunda from Games Workshop. This model was provided to us by Games Workshop for the purpose of our video. Now, we haven't cracked the seal on this one because we don't want to actually lose any of the bits before we're actually ready to build, but we're just going to take a look at the model and the pieces through the packaging because it is pretty see-through. Now, I really love the pose and the sculpt itself of Athera herself. Now, her imp little friend kind of looks like he's almost like a toddler sent to timeout. Really cool looking. I love the sculpt itself overall. Now, this is one of the models that you can get from Forge World. Now, as you can see, the imp itself is almost entirely intact as one piece. Down here we have her head, her hair, as well as part of the base. And of course, nothing wants to separate. And there we got her body. So looking at it, I mean, sometimes with these resin pieces, the bodies where they join are a little bit too smooth. So sometimes you'll need to score them a little bit so that way you get a little bit more, not so much surface area, but something for the glue to grip onto. And so that's not very hard to do, especially if you're using actually a straight blade on there. Now with the resin, it is, as you can see, there is a little bit of flash or excess resin on the side of the model piece that you'll need to trim off, and it is always recommended to also wash these when you're done putting them together before you actually start painting and priming. That's just so that way the paint will stick better, because sometimes there are oils that are released in the actual resin itself as it molds, and you definitely don't want that to actually interfere with the paint. Now, this piece down here at the bottom, right by my thumb, that is actually part of her clothes. It actually looks like kind of a big like slab of meat as it is at the base, but that is part of her jacket. But with it as it is, you can almost make it look like some sort of like crazy Goliath club without much effort as well. But overall, it's a really cool looking model. Can't wait to actually get her open, built, paint,